Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to NinjaTrader Live. My name is Jim Cagnina. I am Senior Market Strategist, and I am joined by our Chief Economist for our Hot Commodities segment, the fabulous Tracy Shuchart, aka Shy Girl. Shy, how are you?
I am doing well this afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I got to admit, it's Thursday. Usually I'm a little tired by Thursdays, but not now. No way. We got too much stuff to talk about and too much stuff that's happening. And you got to give us an update. What happened while I was at lunch?
So while we were away, so it looks like this thing is heating up with the Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook. Trump has called on her to resign for a mortgage fraud. Now, why this whole thing is even important anyway is because this gives Trump, if she is removed from her position, this gives Trump yet another pick to put on the board. And so this is very important, but she is being accused of mortgage fraud. Trump, of course, was tweeting about her this afternoon, and then the DOJ this afternoon sent Powell a letter and urged Powell to remove Lisa Cook as this probe gets underway. So we will see what happens. The letter just stated, at this time, I encourage you to remove Ms. Cook from your board. Do it before it is too late. After all, no American thinks it's appropriate that she served during the time with a cloud hanging over her. So we'll see what happens with this whole situation. Again, the only reason this is very important is this does give Trump another pick, which obviously he would pick a dove, so which would could sway the board more. And so that's on that front, since it's plastered everywhere. And then we had Navarro, while we're trying to make a deal with India, went on television and called India a laundromat for Kremlin, and suggested that suggesting that India is used to hide funds from Russia. So that puts a little ringer in those trade talks. So we'll see how that pans out with India and what they have to say in response to that. And then we were talking about grains the last couple of days with our morning guests. And so we did have this afternoon stronger than expected demand for U.S. supplies. We just had data come out, and I guess the U.S. shipped 2.8 million tons of corn. Week ended August 14th, and also beat sales in soybeans at 1.14 million tons. So good news for farmers.
Well, yeah, they better get those bins empty because they're going to be shipping a bunch more from all accounts based on this harvest. But let's kind of change focus a little bit, talk about some metals. Silver's on the move a little bit here. What's going on with silver today?
Yeah, we got silver. Silver's made a nice move from that bottom just a couple days ago. When was it? We were at 36. Yeah, 36 yesterday. So a nice move in silver. Again, we've talked about this market before. There's really nothing has fundamentally changed. We still have a deficit and expected deficits for the next several years, and a lot of that has to do with some mining problems in South America, South Africa, et cetera. But there's nothing. I think there's nothing, I guess, in particular today, except for kind of this ramp up to the Powell speech tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. in Jackson Hole. We've kind of seen a little bit of risk off in risk assets, and we're kind of seeing some commodities benefit from that.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nice move up for on the daily chart. I mean, I have this old area resistance, which is now support. We kind of, hit the bodies of the candle sitting on top of that thing. Like you said, we had a 36 handle. Now we're up to a 38 handle. So it's a nice, healthy move up. And not only that, we crossed over. We're trading above now both the 8 and the 21 EMA. So that's a positive phenomenon as well for the bulls. Stochastics are kind of sideways. Yeah, maybe sloping down a tad bit, but I mean, we'll probably see that change if we get continuation buying tomorrow in tomorrow's session. Intraday, we had some nice intraday action here. We had a really nice recovery and then some after the London initial balance. Then we kind of had this nice sell-off here, almost a perfect tweezer top bottom, not quite, equal and opposite candle, great signal, and we turned around. We started railing above that session VWAP. And just kept going. I established a nice point of control right now is where we're trading at right now. Probably not going to deviate much from that. Didn't quite get to R1, didn't quite get to Mentor Q's 1-day max, but we did blow through a couple Jacks levels. We blew through Jacks 2 as well as Jacks 3. So nice healthy move for silver. While we're on metals, let's talk about platinum.
Yep, platinum's made a nice move. We're about $60 off the low from yesterday, which is a nice move for platinum in general. We've talked about the fundamentals about this in the past, that, the fundamentals are there for this market, another market that's going to be in deficit over 1 million ounces alone this year. And we are seeing on the demand side, not only for its industrial uses, but also stronger demand in China, particularly in Asia, for platinum jewelry and bars and coins. And so, because it is, we do see demand for this as kind of a precious metal when we start seeing those really elevated gold prices. So, I am bullish this market despite the pullbacks. I think that dips are going to get bought unless for some reason, we see, this entire slowdown of the global economy and nobody's making products anymore.
Yeah, I mean, on the daily chart, it's kind of similar to silver. I really like, if you look at Tuesday's candle, it was a decent sized red body on that candle. And then yesterday was what I'd call an equal and opposite candle. In other words, it's the opposite color and it's about the same height. And what this is telling me is that, sellers just became exhausted. They ran out of steam, and then buyers just took over. And not only did they take over, but they brought us all the way back to where we started from. So when you see these equal and opposite candles, I'm always kind of leaning toward the next day for the market to go with the direction of the latest candle, and that's exactly what we saw here. Yeah, we had that wick all the way down here. It was a little scary, but it pushed us all the way back up. We're above that 8 EMA. We're above that 21 EMA. So from a technical analysis standpoint, looking pretty good. I should have a rectangle right where my line is, and I don't. That's going to be resistance. So I'd like to see it close above that 1360, rounded up to 65, 1365 level. A nice solid body somewhere above that. For me to say, okay, we're going to move on. But right now we are a little bit range bound here. We're trapped against that. Stochastics though are encouraging, man. They're shooting straight up. I mean, that's a pretty nice slope on that stochastics as well. Intraday, same pattern as in silver, right? London was a buzzkill, initial balance. We just sold off of that. But look at this. We hit that Mentor Q 1-day min, and that's why I like the calculations, because it's not, we talk about regular standard gamma levels, but Mentor Q has a little bit of a secret sauce here with their 1-day mins and their 1-day maxes, and they also have these blind spots. And a lot of times when the market goes out of the range, even if it's temporary, they kind of gravitate toward these levels and bounce off them, and we're seeing that right here in platinum. And it's just not a commodity phenomenon; it's a real phenomenon. We didn't quite get to the 1-day max at the top, but we did get to Jacks 2, which is right by R1. So we have some confluence on the top side there. Oh boy, let's talk about ETH. My ETH is in trouble today.
So I know that not looking good today. I think we always ask, what kind of asset class is this acting like? Sometimes it's a currency, sometimes it's a safe haven, sometimes it's a risk asset, and lately it's been behaving like a risk asset. And so we have, again, we have increased market volatility across risk assets, as well as in the cryptocurrency markets ahead of the Federal Reserve's Jackson Hole symposium. I can't talk why can't I say that word? Symposium. Today. So, I feel like we've been waiting all week for this. It'll be very interesting what happens at 10 a.m. tomorrow and what Powell says, if he gives into what the president wants or what the administration wants, or if he kind of holds his ground. That said, I think that overall, Ether's kind of maybe consolidating down here a little bit. I mean, we know that these are much more volatile than most assets. And so, a consolidation range could be, a couple $100 or so in this particular product. But, we're kind of, it looks a little consolidating-y right here. So we'll see what happens.
Consolidating is definitely a technical analysis word. If it's not, we're going to
Is that,
trademark that and get it out there.
it is, kids.
Well, I was a little worried about Blake this morning was a little bit negative on the ether, by the way. So I'm a little bit worried about that. If you haven't seen that, go back and watch this morning's episode with Blake Morrow. That guy was awesome. From a candle point of view, we did have that equal and opposite, and just like opposite of what I suggested, we didn't get follow through buying this time, and you don't. Oftentimes you don't. So that's kind of telling me, all right, now we do have kind of a top for the last three sessions. So I'm going to draw a rectangle there a little bit later on, and that's at 43.75. So that is going to be resistance, and we're about halfway. We're at the midpoint of both of those prior two candles, and so which is not good because it doesn't really help me with direction. So we'll see if we stall there or continue on down. But that midpoint, piercing that midpoint line is kind of important, and we haven't really pierced it yet. We're sitting right at it. So we'll see what happens tomorrow with the micro ETH contract. And that is today's hot commodities report. Thank you so much, Tracy, and looking forward to talking to you later.
All right. I'll see you guys in the chat.
All right, it is time to trade the close with Leo, the big cat, and Stowe in the house, guys. How you doing?
Afternoon, buddies.
Good afternoon.
How we doing?
Pretty good. Is the bread in the oven right now?
No, I'll make another one this weekend. Actually, I did survive the trip to Florida and got there and was rated a 10 out of 10 once it arrived. So I think I found out I can ship bread.
But
so look
when
out,
you say
everybody.
survived, you mean you mailed it?
I did. Yes,
Okay.
I did. It was really funny. So I shipped it overnight, which may seem like a waste of resources to ship a loaf of bread. But I go to the post office all the time to ship like baseball cards, and I don't know. I'm always at the post office, so this lady knows me, and she's like, "Ooh, express! This must be important." And I just said, "It's a loaf of bread for my friend."
Oh my gosh, dude. You told me that last night. I almost died.
Oh,
Yeah. So she just looked at me.
I cannot imagine the story she went home and told like her family.
This maniac showed up.
Somebody showed up to send bread overnight. They were overnighting bread.
This must be important.
Oh,
Yes,
my
this
goodness.
is a loaf of bread for my friend.
So I'm kind of stuck, obviously, because I told Pharm this morning we're going to take out previous session lows and the E-mini S&P. We didn't do that, and Leo reminded me we had a pretty good bottom end and that I'm screwed, basically.
I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know if it's getting back down there. The low looks great. It's a balanced day. I don't know. ES made a great low.
It's a great low. You've never seen a low as good as this one.
They tell me, how did you get a low this good?
They tell me, how did you get a low this good?
There's nothing worse than getting double slammed by you guys right now.
Are you sure?
That's the name of the game. That's
Wow.
the name of the game.
Anyway, anyone have a? Oh, you got some trades going on. We got the screens up here.
Yep. Yeah, I was actually long from 130. And then I added here at 188 after this came down and spiked back up. So now I took off the first bit of my trade came off here at 216. So I took about 30 points on this trade. So now I'm just seeing if this is going to continue to bang around here. We're going to close right here, which is what the vibes are vibing. But we do have this whole other distribution up here we could go talk to. So I'm going to try to stay long and see if I can get to the other side of this thing one more time. But I have been on this train all day, taking this trip from -1 to +1. So I don't know. I don't know if I can ask for it again.
All right, very awesome. And Leo?
I don't have anything. You know,
Mm.
the problem that I'm facing right now is there's a decent short right up in here with all this absorption that's set up.
Yeah.
I just don't want to hold it for, a 20 or 30 point rotation down because I'm not that optimistic that, new lows are going to come in. So I'm going to wait for something.
Yeah.
I'm eyeballing the CL chart, just wondering if Nick
Ooh.
Nick caught any CL longs from his Sunday prep. So Nick, if you're in the chat, let me know.
Mm. Awesome.
That's right. He was supposed to be. He was explaining if he's buying the sweet crude, he is normally a bull, right? Or he's not selling it. He's always buying it.
Yeah, he's bullish crude for life. Kind of like Stowe is bullish ES and NQ for life.
I would be bullish crude if it wasn't so mean to me all the time, but I can't. I learned a long time ago, you can't keep hanging out with people that are mean to you like that. It's not good for you.
Stowe's taking it personal. Oh man.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, well, I want to talk directly to the chat. I'm addressing the chat and the audience together. First of all, Ivan, special shout out. Thanks for being the first to chime in here in the afternoon. Appreciate you. Paulie, second in. Thanks for the tips on my Italy trip. I appreciate that. Good to see you again, as always, Paulie. Thanks for being here. Everybody in the chat, thanks for being here. Remember, the thumbs up button, super cool thing to click on. It's free, it doesn't cost any money. And the subscription button, super important to us as we're trying to grow the network. You guys are helping us. You're part of this, whether you like it or not. So thank you in advance for subscribing and hitting that thumbs up button. Having said all that, folks, I'm gonna dip over into the chat, as the young people say, and I'm gonna wish you guys both the best of luck.
Thanks, Jim.
We're on our own now.
All right.
What's going on, chat?
Good afternoon,
if
chat.
you guys get some likes out of the way, then we don't have to talk about them.
Let's do it. Let's just hit.
Hit the like
just
button.
Hits the like button right now.
All at once. There's 400 of you. We'll just blow out the numbers.
That's a good idea, and then we don't have to talk about it.
Thumbs up for, let's see, Nick is about to move to the Permian Basin. Wow. Okay. Kane. Kane, I'm going to talk to you directly, Kane. If you don't hit the like button, bad things are going to happen. Just saying. You specifically.
Is that a friendly curse?
Just saying.
I'm losing steam here.
Look at the camera as much as you look at the Dom, and maybe. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to do.
I don't know if people want us to gaze directly into the camera. Isn't that a little?
What's up, Mark? No, Kane, I'm not doing it.
Do it. Kane's trying to make a meme, and that's what he did to me last time when they had my name up as stove, not oven.
Where is Kane?
Where'd you find that one?
Good morning, Norseman. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Mark, what's up, buddy? Oh, XY does not like being threatened. Me neither, dude.
Let's see.
I'm excited. I get to trade the symposium tomorrow.
Oh, you're trading live tomorrow during the speech?
Yes, me and Chris trading 9 to 11.
This actually looks like a decent little long right here.
Yeah, I've only taken it 9,000 times, so it should. Maybe this is the time it finally goes.
I'm gonna take a stab at it.
Come on in, baby. Water's warm.
There's a decent amount of absorption here, and they're pulling off the offer.
What the hell is a symposium, anyways?
Jackson's Hole, right?
I guess.
Jackson.
That's a town, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jackson, Wyoming.
Okay. Yeah.
It's also a ski resort.
Right. So it's a fancy place for fancy people to go and have symposiums. I understand all of that. Just what qualifies it as a symposium?
I don't know. Tell the chat.
That's what I'm asking.
Ask the chat. Hi, Shab. Any
Hey,
update
Shab.
on the playbook? The playbook will be available in the next 2 weeks. How about that?
Ooh, Ooh, we got a timeline. Good job, chat. Good work. We might be doing something a little later that could be fun to tease too.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe we're talking into microphones for a different reason.
Do you guys remember that thing we used to do? Starts with a P.
We've quit 3 times at this point.
3?
I think so. It might be
Okay.
more. I gotta figure out what a symposium is. Hold on. Let me figure out how to get my.
All right, so the ranges are pretty tight. I'm finger on the trigger just to take one off for, we're back in the middle of this, in the fat part of this distribution. So I'm just gonna TP there and then pull the stop in and see if this guy can't run a little bit.
I don't know if I would have spelled this correctly if I was in a spelling bee. Do you want to guess how to spell symposium?
Me? No.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, a symposium is a conference or meeting to discuss a particular subject, which just sounds like a conference.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it does sound cool. Nope. Sorry, Anna.
It's been
Wrong
89. Hold on. It has not been 89 years since the last upload. That is a lie.
It looks
Okay.
like XY forgot we were doing it until I just
Everybody
brought it up also, so that's good.
that is excited about the return of the Painting the Tape podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know in the chat. Just put something in the chat. P for Painting the Tape.
P's in the chat, please.
P's in the chat. Let's go.
There's one.
When hat.
Let's 2. Let's go. Let's go.
There we go. F. Why did you put F?
Dang it, Nick.
Do not pee in the chat. Don't pee in the chat. Put the letter P in the chat. Okay. Anyways, when are we doing the first recording? What are we do? What's that happening?
That's tonight, baby. Season
Tonight.
2. That's right. Season 2, episode 1 starts tonight.
Who's gonna be on the panel?
Well, you got me and Leo. And now that I've reminded XY, he'll be there. And yep, looks like Nick also says, are we still recording tonight? Yes. So yeah, also Nick. So Painting the Tape.
How are we gonna manage a 4-person panel podcast?
I haven't figured that out.
That's hard. Because me, you, and AJ that was a lot to manage.
Took a lot of editing. Let me tell you what.
AJ loves to talk.
That's true. No AJ tonight. AJ's in forever, but he's a busy guy. He's doing stuff. He's doing like a world tour right now, talking about all the great things his company is doing, which we too will also start to talk about soon. There's all kinds of cool stuff happening, moving and shaking.
So yes, we are bringing the podcast back. Season 2, Leo, Stowe, Nick, and XY. And I think we're going to try to bring on more guests, but not, I want to say nicely. We're going to bring on more traders. How about that?
There you go.
Podcast is so back.
Chris Bradley asks, will Sweary Stowe be there, or is mild-mannered Stowe 2.0?
I heard Sweary Stowe is gone.
Yeah, it's kind of I didn't do it on purpose, Chris, but I kind of accidentally stopped swearing. So, I mean, I'll still curse here and there, but it ain't like it was. So it'll probably be a mix. Plus, I would like to give not have to give our episodes the explicit content warning if possible. Maybe that would help our reach as opposed to just saying the F word every 10 minutes.
Yeah, you might turn off some people that are trying to listen, and the F-bomb is banging out every 5 seconds. They're like, okay, well, I can't listen to this around my family.
Right. So season one, actually, have you ever noticed this with TV shows? Season one, there's a lot of, like Game of Thrones did this. There's like so much nudity. There's so many boobs. And then season two, everybody renegotiates their contract. Less boobs, less swearing. So I think season one, we maybe got the swearing out of the way. We didn't do any boobs, but what are you going to do? It's a podcast.
Maybe we bring the boobs.
It depends.
Imagine XY with a long-haired perm.
That would be so sick. Like Weird Al, XY.
You
Yep,
know
more
what?
books in podcast number 2. Where's my target? I honestly, I don't really have one. I'm just kind of in this to see if we can get out of.
I mean, I'm looking for these highs to get run.
I mean, that would be awesome, but
personally,
I don't think that's going to happen.
But
I'd be happy with 275. How about that?
I'm just gonna keep my stop. Damn.
Yeah, this is an annoying range, Leo. We might be staring at this for the next hour.
You're probably right.
Yeah. This guy's name is great. His name was Robert Paulson. When price gets to a level of interest, is speed important if it rejects quickly from that level? Thanks.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you want me to say more?
I don't have anything else. I will say that the longer it takes for price to react at that level, the more physically uncomfortable I become in my chair. That's how I feel about it. I'm like, oh, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
This is a great example. I'll show you later. We'll talk about that later, chat.
Okay.
The thing is, like, the rule of thumb that I use is when price slams into an area of interest is usually a much better. Oh, we just ran those highs.
Thank goodness. Oh, I thought you were talking about like the high day. I didn't know. I think you meant this local ridiculous quintuple top.
Yeah, this really poor high. Yeah, I'm gonna call that good.
That's
banger. 50 points. Good enough.
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. Damn, I didn't even get a golf clap for that. Production hates me.
Doing Freebird? What are they doing back there?
Yeah, falling asleep.
Was it not big enough?
There we go. It wasn't even like a full one. Okay. So the way I look at it is, if price is grinding into an area of interest, it's usually not a great sign. And if we can just go to my chart for a second, that'd be sweet. I don't know how far behind my part of the stream is. Maybe not.
Yeah, what you got, Leo? There we go.
In mind. Okay. So this back here would be what I would consider a slow grind, even though it looks like it happened super fast. This part did, but then we got to that area and we just kind of did nothing. So like, It's hard to describe what I'm talking about, but we're just grinding around these lows after taking out this low right here. And so I took a long in here earlier in the day, and then when it stopped doing anything, I just literally got out of it for flat, because I've seen this enough where we just get to a level, we just start grinding it, that I literally just become disinterested. And, no shock to me that we came, I came back to the screens later and we took out the lows, right? But the other scenario is like, if you have an area of interest and we just teleport to it, and then we get some type of exhaustion reversal, like if there's a significant response when that happens, those are usually the best type of like reversal setups, if you will. Because usually, if you're talking about, hey, when, do you look at speed when price hits a level of interest, you're usually looking for some type of reversal trade, whatever time frame that you're on, right? You might be with the trend on the higher time frame or like a different time frame and
Yeah.
look into that lower time frame to get in on like continuation of that higher time frame trend, but you're still on whatever time frame you're on, it's still a some type of reversal of that current move.
The other thing that was going on when it was doing that grindy mess, ES had not breached a IB high or IB low yet, and ES really helped me out a lot today. They've been in sync, and just checking off those like extremely basic things, like has an overnight high or low been taken out,
Yeah.
has an IB high or IB low been taken out by both. If one hasn't hit that, then I see that sitting there and just somebody's just sitting on it like, let's go take out the IB low real fast. And then ES bounced pretty handily off of like that 70 spot. So I don't know. I wasn't messing with any of that grind. I actually got short 208 back there once it was doing that, just to wait until
Oh, you did back here?
Yeah, it was a different account. I've had to switch accounts 3 times today, which is a good problem. So, yeah, different account, but I was short here into the IB low, and then ES hadn't hit its yet. So I just hung on to that and then waited for ES to reclaim its IB low, and that's where I got along here. So, I mean, I didn't have this 120, 130 area as a point of interest at all, but ES was doing stuff. So I was ready to hop in and queue and just follow what ES was doing. On days when they're hanging out together so much, I use them both that much. Now we're waiting for 275. It's going to take an hour to get there. I know it. There's a lot of buying up here.
Knows it.
Yes, bud.
A, he knows we're going to 275. B, he knows how long it's going to take to get there.
I don't know. I said I was going to 420 yesterday, and now I got to learn a whole different trade concept. So I'm not always right. But Stowe always pays his debts. Know that.
Oh, speaking of debts.
Yes.
What is the ICT strategy you're going to be trading?
Oh, so I'm using shout out to T Trades. He was on the show, I think, too, at some point.
When T Trades face reveal though?
I don't know. Dude, I wouldn't reveal my face if I didn't have to. I asked if I could be in a G-Man Spider-Man costume, but they told me no, you have to actually be on stream so people know that you're a person. It's all been downhill ever since.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Leo, Sav sent me an email. It says, hey, Stowe, can you go get new headshots now that you got a haircut? So I'm going to have to get a second round of these things before you've even gotten one headshot taken, by the way.
I'm sorry, man. Babies are
rude.
Really getting in the way.
How long? Chat, maybe you can help me with this. What is the statute of limitations on, I'm sorry we have a baby?
Okay. I went downstairs last night and my wife was about to off me because of how frustrated she was with.
All right. Well, don't get murdered. And, listen to Mrs. Leo. I'm on her team ultimately anyway. So
18 years, they said.
Oh, that's a long time. Okay. Well, it turns out I've got an excuse I haven't been using for a long time. After the first word. Zentro, that actually makes sense. Yeah, Edward.
Wink if you're in danger.
But yeah, T-Trades has a ICT model trade setup, He shared all of his stuff with me for free, which was
Oh, this is
ridiculously
the
nice.
OR mid. Holy. How did I not know this?
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do.
T-Trade's what? Which one? Does he have one model?
I think. Well, he sent me one. He said this is one that you can probably figure out how to do.
Did you get all his stuff on TradingView?
I did. He sent me all that stuff. I'm watching the course, which is like learn the model, and it's crazy to go through because it's a lot of. There's so much different vocabulary for all of the same stuff, kind of. But so I'm like, every time I get through a concept, I'm like, okay, that's my word for that is this. It's a really cool experiment so far. Like we say stop run, or we say poor high or poor lows. I think ICT world says manipulation. It's the same. You're still looking for a wick and a quick reaction, I think. And then, we've talked about the similarities between fair value gap and single prints and how that concept is, roughly similar. So it's been fun so far. But yeah, so I'm going through the videos. Everything he's got is set up so nice too.
He also, shout out to T-Trades, gave me a license for his stuff on TradingView. So me and you might have to, maybe I'll do it.
That sounds great. Yeah.
There's,
shout out to T-Trades.
There's a mesh.
I mean, dude did not, I've never talked to that guy before. He did not have to do that and be nice. And that's when, whenever that happened last night, and I wrote you guys, and I wrote Kane because I know Kane's buds with him too. I was like, man, this guy's just so nice. And you know how the chat is always asking us, like, how do you get to know other traders and stuff? You just have to stand around and be nice for a while, and then, good things will happen. So yeah, thank you, T-Trades. And
how do you meet other traders? Don't be a, what?
Now, where is the D word in the hierarchy of swears? Because I've said the S word on this show, and I felt like it played off okay. But I'm still saying D for a T, so I don't know. Maybe Shab could weigh in on that. Maybe that's a question for the boss.
Jim, my thoughts on this OR mid trade. I don't think anything. It's too late in the day for me to mess with it. I was just saying, I didn't realize. I was trying to figure out what the green line was. Not that I was going to trade it.
Yeah, I would say that it is.
It's just nothing happened there.
Yeah.
There's no.
The setup's not there at all.
Yeah, a little bit of consolidation, but nothing really to get me excited. Stowe versus Leo and an ICT trade-off only on NinjaTrader Live.
That could be cool. Can we use the same thing?
Shab says you'll know when you get a got a minute text.
That's fair.
You've gone too far. I've gotten those several times. The challenge, Stowe, is actually the challenge is you have to get a got a minute text from Shab.
Who's the first to get a got a minute text from Shab wins? Okay.
I've already done it. No, I've got it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I know. You're kind of the baddie, as the soundbite goes.
We the baddies.
Shab, you still owe me, by the way. You still owe me an explanation for what the bad side of me is.
JM, no worries. You can ask me stuff all the time. Lots of times I missed questions.
I'm in the Hall of Fame, she says.
That's funny. So I'm going to trade it as long as I can figure it out. T-Trade said I should be able to sort it out in like a few days. And then also the indicator that he built is like, also, hey, if you're a dummy, it's just in this. The indicator makes the little box to explain the thing. So theoretically, I should be able to do this at some point next week on one of my shows. I'm going to do it on one of my solo shows or when I can have the full screen, just so I can, because I might do half TradingView to show that indicator for the setup, and then half NinjaTrader side so that
to show the order flow.
Right. Yes. Because that's what I'm
it's
super
a marriage.
Interested in.
Yeah. Same. I've been telling T-Traders this for a long time, and we just haven't had a chance to connect on it.
Oh, okay.
But like when I looked at some of the stuff, like some of his stuff, and compared it to like what happened on the chart from an order flow perspective, I'm like, yeah, I mean, this is like textbook,
Okay.
absorption or exhaustion or whatever. And it's just like interesting that, there's this funny joke we all kind of whatever about, some of these concepts. Most of it's, repackaged stuff from the 90s, and that's fine. But the reality is that a lot of those guys like T-Trades and whatnot, like they they don't really deviate from their methodology or their approach like at all. It's very, very
Yep.
much very, very systematic. And I have a ton of respect for that. And so I think that there's a good opportunity to, not have the two worlds, if you will, be such at odds with each other, because I think that's
Yep.
kind of silly. You know what I mean?
Same. Same. Yeah, there's so much more disciplined, at least on at a glance, because it's like if this like every trade is so much more well defined, whereas order flow dudes and dudettes, we get lost in the it's easy to get lost in the sauce of just the delta and just watching for patterns in the static. So yeah, maybe learning this ICT concept and maybe learning, somebody else's extremely strict model will give me more discipline and help me isolate those specific trade setups a little better than I have them isolated now. I don't know.
Problem is we only have 156 likes. That's a bit of a downer.
I don't, David, I don't think it's a waste of time, honestly. And I think that it's important to stay open-minded to new stuff that might give you a different perspective. And like, I also think it's weird that there's kind of two different communities that exist in isolation in a lot of ways. But if the NinjaTrader show has shown me anything, it's that like it's weird and eerie often how we're in the same trade with completely different methodologies. And so if there's something I can borrow from theirs and use in mine, like I'm going to do it. I don't care what it's called. And yeah, if I can find alpha anywhere, I'll pick it up. Like I said, I've figured out that the RTH bands work better for me on NQ because I had the wrong setting on my chart like 2 years ago. So you can find edge anywhere. That's right, for Tintin. Edge is edge. So yeah, we should. I think it's good practice to be more open minded and I'm not saying strategy hop by any means, because that is a toxic way to look at stuff. But like my boss Jim says, always be learning. Charlie says, Leo, you can answer this one. I've been watching this stream for about 30 minutes and I have almost no clue what your goals are. What?
Well,
sorry, I was trying to trick you with a troll question.
yeah. Well,
goals for what, Charlie? Let me help you. Which
that's
goals
a
would you like me to tell you?
loaded question.
Goals for life, goals for the afternoon,
goals for today,
goals for today, goals
the
for
next
the
30
market.
minutes. Making butter, making bread.
Honestly, the only goal I have is to get our subscribers to 150K so that I can get that pizza party, personal pan pizza that Shab promised me.
Personal pan.
Yep. I hope they have skee ball. Leo, did you grow up with like oldie timey Pizza Hut when you were a kid too?
Yeah.
Right,
you had to read like $5 and get a pizza.
Yep. Book it. Yes.
Mm-hmm. They still do that. And I'm really considering a short right here.
They do not. They do not do book it, which is sad. Yep. It was almost the first question I asked when I got into Willow's kindergarten. I was like, "Do you guys?"
You were more excited about it than she was.
Yeah. They're like, no, man, we haven't done that forever. I was like, this place sucks. Back in my day. Yeah.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, this came with a Wayne's World DVD. VHS, maybe. Maybe it was VHS. I remember Pizza had Wayne's World as an option, or Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, or Honey, I Blew Up the Kids, or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. One of those two.
Randomly just jumped into this short. Now they're just pulling the offer like it's too slow. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't know what it's doing, man. I haven't looked at ES in a while either. Yeah, ES is back above. They're both above their VWAP, just like cruising up to that +1. The only thing, I saw whoops. So an open order there. That's not good. The only thing on ES that I noticed today that was worth looking at was that 6407 iceberg was a big inflection point all day. That's like the third day on ES somebody has shown up and done weirdness like that. So I don't know. We could go check them out one more time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get out of this.
Larry Shab is our fearless leader and an excellent human being. And she's often also in this chat, so we get to talk to her. She keeps me and Leo in line. No, serve you up. I'm not live on this prop account. No, this is a
don't short until 3:30.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't talk about. I can't tell you about 3:30. I don't care about 3:30. Do you?
The short would have. Watch this short would play out. I'm not gonna chase it.
No, it's not live, but it's not an eval either. Pretty good, Mark. I tried to get my kid to watch Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Not interested. It's been a bit of a struggle to try to get her to like the movies I liked when I was a kid, which I'm sure all parents go through. She really liked Jumanji, actually, though, so that was cool. She got into like a Jumanji phase. I was like, this is weird. This movie scared me when I was a kid. We have watched Flubber. That was good. Flubber was good. R.I.P.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. What's up?
Just nothing to.
You falling asleep?
I am falling asleep. But
Chad, are you cool if Leo takes a nap?
Yeah, you guys cool if I just take a nap?
That's fine with me, man.
He's sick.
I'll tell you what I tell my kid. I'm like, yeah, just lay down for a second so you're not grumpy later. It's win-win. It's win-win. Everybody wins. I'm gonna have you up late on this podcast too, so get your rest, man.
Let's see, B-Boy JC96. Just send an email to on the contact us page. We'll get you squared away. It's usually not hard. Yeah.
Yeah, every platform is just going to have its learning curve. It's just part of the stuff. And the bid march is on, Leo.
Yeah, it is. Just walking it up slowly and trying to look for, trying to get short right now is like the best trade idea just from this absorption here. But I mean, it happened here. right at the mid, and they just walked it right through it. I mean, it happened.
Yep.
This was just like a poor high, like inside day poor high kind of thing.
The reason I haven't gotten out of this yet, and I'm still hoping, I'm still looking for 275, is all these highs broke through, and then it did pull back to it. Pull back for ants, yes, but it did pull back to it right here. So acceptance back below 220, then I'll probably just flatten this thing, I guess. But trying to get to the other side of value. Why not? Why not us?
He's looking for that value trade.
Yes.
Always played as the
JD's
hockey
sleepy too.
mask.
Hello, Rand the trader. Hello. Good afternoon. Got any liquidity floating around up here? Nope. Nope, nothing cool. No big weird targets or anything. All right. Am I gonna Russell Wilson us? I don't quite know the reference. Are you talking about when he was
Mark?
The Pittsburgh?
We need some context. Are you gonna late morning tomorrow? Dan Stowe's trading tomorrow at the open.
Yeah, 9 to.
And
I'm
when
pretty
does
sure it's 9 to 11 Eastern.
the Jackson Hole speech starts at 9 a.m., right?
At 10, I think.
10 Eastern.
There's been some, I don't know, Tracy, you around?
Period.
Yeah, 10. Dan says 10. There's been some back and forth about what time that thing actually starts, but I believe
somebody
it's
here, hang on.
There you go. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you.
What'd she say?
10 a.m. Eastern.
Okay, cool. So B period.
So right in the morning.
I love that B period drops.
Yep. I hate a half A period drop. That's the only one that I truly despise is 9:45.
Where did 9:45 touch you? Show us on the chart.
Well, it just kept me out of a bunch of trades I wanted to be in.
Oh, like you couldn't take a trade because of the 9:45, and then
Yep.
if you took the trade you were going to take, it would have went to the thing you were going to do, and so you just despise that time.
Yep.
Fair enough.
I find there's like sometimes enough room. See, a 10 o'clock drop doesn't bother me as much because there's usually, there's enough room in that half an hour to grab my 30 points or so and be stoked. But if I get a trade setup at 9:35, I'm like, oh God, here comes the book. It's gonna thin out in about 5 minutes. Yeah, they might.
That's a little sus.
I know.
I don't want to chase it. That's the thing. Is like, I don't know.
There we go. Thank you, NinjaTrader. Yes, so I'm 9 to 11 with Chris trading boxes tomorrow, and then XY comes in 11 to noon. Alfonso, why are you referring to people as turtles? Is that some colloquialism I'm not aware of?
Hey, turtles, where's the entry? Where's the stop?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's on your screen, right?
I think that
entry, stop, and we talked about the targets. 775.
Yeah, a bunch of turkeys up in here.
Turkeys, turtles.
More of a turkey channel than a turtle channel.
Ninja Turtles. Friend 1010 is not turtle enough for the Turtle Club.
Cheryl, I am trading minis today. I have
I
one
like
mini
turtles.
That's a good one. That was a quick grab, Kevin. Nice job.
Well, they're not asleep anymore.
Turtles buy high and sell higher. Yeah, I might be a turtle, Leo. Norseman says. I just can't initiate anything up here until 275. That would be the first spot I would try short. We've definitely traded mostly below the opening range today. Oh, sure. Yes, turtle soup is an ICT term, which I'm also trying to figure out because I think that is really close to like trap stuff at the low, like we look for in Delta at extreme MGIs, like overnight high, overnight low. I got to figure it out. Oh, it's Linda's. Okay, cool. Well, as someone who has never created anything original in this space, I'm gonna go ahead and be wrong about that stuff all the time, but that's okay. One day I'll release the Stowe pivot, and then I can call it my pivot.
You guys only wish you had the Stowe pivot.
Yes, you do.
Pivot.
That's true. The double
actually,
or nothing
you have
algo is mine.
The double or nothing algo. We need you to do, like Kane has its algo time.
Yeah.
We need you to say it's double or nothing time.
Okay. I'll think about that. I'll think about how I want to deliver that. I don't know if that's what I want to be known for as part of my, streaming legacy. There's a lot of people selling and buying this thing up here, huh?
Lots of passive offer activity in the 50s.
Yes.
Oh God, yes, this is the classic red team, blue team in ES that you call.
Very true. Hey, did I make that up?
No. Right. I think other people have mentioned that.
Damn it.
I'm gonna try one. I'm just gonna put one.
He's gonna do one.
Really tight.
He's gonna do one, folks.
Just a really tight stop. I'm targeting this. 200.
He's gonna be streaking in no time.
You take out this little low right here, this local low.
Frank the tank. Frank the tank. There you go. Does that make you happy? Does it make you happy, Paul? You're my boy, Blue.
We need Stollinger bands. Or as my son would call them, stove bands.
Stove bands.
Oh, it's just stove today, huh?
Just stove. It's funny how disappointed he was, too. Oh, it's just stove again. MA asks, would you guys ever use a filter if below VWAP short, above VWAP long? No, but I kind of do something similar, but also nothing like that.
Same, but different.
Yep. I look at slope more. If VWAP and VWAP bands are sloping up and down, I'm, trying to be long or short above those. And then like on days like today, VWAP doesn't even matter to me. If it's just flat, if it's a literal flat line on the chart, I don't pay it any mind. It's all about the +1 and the -1 on days like today. I thank you guys all for at least having seen Old School. I appreciate that. I'm glad that reference was lost on literally no one in the chat.
Yeah, we had the same reference last time we were on, right?
That's cool. I mean, I probably talk about some movie from the early 2000s at least once a day everywhere that I go. So
Dude, you just shot yourself with a dart.
you're crazy.
You're crazy.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Hmm.
All right. If it takes me out, it takes me out. I want lower.
If it dies, it dies.
If he dies, he dies.
We got some initiation now.
Wait. You're welcome. What am I welcome for? A big chunk of this chat is millennial dads, for sure.
Definitely.
Biblical,
Definitely.
very, very specifically, I entered this short at 227. So you were wrong.
Dean, yes, I am ready for Spinal Tap too.
Had I waited until 230, I would have had about a 7 to 8 point worse entry. Not close enough. No.
No.
No. That's not how this works.
It's not horseshoes.
You're going to say
biblical.
something in the chat. It has to be exact.
Leo, do you like Spinal Tap? You into that
What
movie?
is that? What? Spinal Tap?
Spinal Tap. It was a movie in the 90s, I think. A Christopher Guest movie.
Maybe. No, I haven't. No.
So Christopher Guest is a comedian that made a bunch of mockumentaries. Spinal Tap is one about a heavy metal band, a hard rock band, a hair metal band, one of those things. He also made other ones about, like, there's one about folk music called Mighty Wind. There's, I think probably my favorite Christopher Guest movie is Best in Show, which is about dog shows. But they're all just like, they're fake documentaries meant to be funny, and it's incredible. Spinal Tap's amazing.
Wow. I don't know why I haven't seen this.
Yep, you should see this. But they're making a second one, which I'm, cautiously going to watch. I don't have any expectations because I've been Happy Gilmore once this year.
Such a bad movie.
I still maintain I don't know what the hell was happening for most of it. And I have watched it a bunch of times. I've put it on again and again, trying to figure out what's going on, and I don't know. I still have no clue. Yes, of course, Sav. Yep, documentary now. Another great one.
Such a grinding market.
XY, I will trade that weird UFO fib thing if somebody shows me how to put it on a chart. I'm happy. I'm happy to trade whatever. I love a challenge. I can confidently say that everything good in my life has come from a moment where I put myself outside of my own comfort zone. So for that reason, I tend to kind of lean into that whenever I can. So that's also why I'm trying to do this silly bet. Because it might be a good learning opportunity for me.
I love it. I encourage it. I have FOMO, and maybe I'll do it. Would you guys be shocked? Everyone would be shocked, bro. Like if I was like, hey, some weird. I couldn't even call out the name. I would just have to like make something up.
Yeah.
Are you watching order flow on the DOM for entry?
Oh yeah. I mean, not right now because it's not doing anything, but yeah, sometimes.
Stream with a hat over your headphones for the entire segment next Friday. Hat
Oh,
over your
Sav took a very funny
headphones?
picture of me with my hat over my headphones. That was.
Oh.
Sav, have you used that? You told me you were going to put that everywhere, and you haven't yet. So thank you. But I assume it's coming still. That's right, Chris. These go to 11.
Norseman room confirms. About half of you have liked the chat. Unacceptable, honestly.
Unacceptable.
We need to get it to at least 300.
300 would be great. We clipped. Yeah, I got to 300 on Tuesday, didn't I? Yeah, we did. Me and XY. Hey, sweetie. I'm streaming, yeah. Mm-mm. Smashing my hopes and dreams here, Leo.
Sorry, man. The setup is the pattern's the pattern.
The pattern is the pattern. Yeah.
These go to 11.
He is going.
Why don't you just make 10 louder? That's such a good movie. I'm definitely gonna.
A new low would be encouraging.
No, nobody wants that.
Jim wants it.
That's
all
actually
people,
true. Jim does want that.
He wants that low. He needs that low. He has to have that low.
Jim needs 60. Yikes.
He needs 60.
Jim needs like 30 points.
62 and a quarter.
Yeah. I don't think he's getting it, but Jim is often not wrong. Oh, look at this. Look at this fancy guy, Mr. 200 lots. What are you doing?
Oh, he took it too.
Yes, he did.
They filled.
That's the second time that's happened today. Not here. But around here, this 214 spot earlier in the day, someone was doing the exact same stuff.
Yeah, I saw that. Chasing it down with like 50 lots. Interesting. Offered 22s.
That guy made me move my stop. Otherwise, I'd be a little more happy about this trade. I don't know why I did what the chat told me to do. Maybe that was a mistake.
What did they tell you to do? It's always a mistake.
They told me to put my stop into profit, and I was like, I guess. Actually, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna put it right back where it was. Thanks.
Assert your dominance. Stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just not feeling it today. Just not feeling that stop and profit thing. That's not really a balanced day play for me. Like I said, it's fine here. If the thing wants to close in the middle, that's fine. If it wants to come down, take me out. That's cool. I hope Leo gets to at least 23,200. I assume that's where you're going. Point of control.
Yeah. I don't know. I might pull an XY and just trail it and just let it take me out.
Yeah, every time I try to do what he does with that stuff, it doesn't work.
I'm going to do it.
All right. Oh, Paul just said, Paul just means break even. How about this, Paul? Best I can do is 10 points. Keeps me below this candle. Does that sound okay? It's my funeral, but I've earned this runner, I think. I've had a banger day.
A banger, he said.
A banger. Governor.
These go to 11.
Dude, there's this guy on TikTok, this husband and wife on TikTok,
Okay.
and she has like this thick Boston accent. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No. You know I don't look at
Oh,
TikTok.
they do these incredible videos where he asks her to say certain words, and it's very Boston, and it's
Okay.
hilarious.
That sounds awesome.
He's like, say Carter, and she goes, Carter. I'm like, it's so funny.
That's cool. I love that. I do like that lady that is really pretty but dances really horribly awkwardly, and her husband always films her doing weird dances. Have you seen that? Is that a TikTok one?
No,
I like that one. That's good.
somebody's playing around with a 50 lot up here. Just playing between 33 and 28. You sending me a signal, bro?
Logan,
Hurricane.
we can't explain every inside joke for you, my friend. You gotta get in there. You gotta catch
right.
on to the lore when the lore is around.
They got me out.
Boy, you were trailing that quite tight, huh?
Just trying to lock it in, bro.
Lock it in.
The pattern is an inside joke. Yes.
No, this is not an ad here from EMA because this is a balance. This is a balance day. So like this is the middle of everything. Definitely not an ad here for me. If this was a trend day, I mean, it's not like I talked about this a lot this morning, so I won't bore everybody twice. But like, so we're in this leg, we're in this rotation, whatever you want to call this thing. So right now, if we zoom in,
I got it ready.
this is what we're looking at. But so in that, if you look at this rotation, then yes, this is a spot that you would want to add for continuation higher. But based on what the whole day is doing, no, I can't do it. It doesn't make any sense because this is the middle of most of the volume they've put in. Blah blah blah.
See if you can hear this. Are you ready? Do you want to hear it? Do you guys want to hear it? You want to hear the bit?
Jacket. This one's so old. I need like a long jacket similar to this one. Oh, like, you should get a pack. A pack.
You can't even hear her.
Nope.
Yeah. You should get a Carhartt. A Carhartt.
A Carhartt.
A Carhartt.
A Carhartt.
She's hilarious.
Yeah, I just don't want to deal with it, dude. The top of this 220s is not, it's not doing anything awesome for me. Not yet. This close could be cool.
Maybe they'll sell it into the close for Jim.
I mean, I don't think he's ever been wrong when he told me a thing. That's my only thing keeping me from doubting that we're going to get to 63 and a quarter. It's probably gonna be 359, and then Jim comes on. He's like, "Well, yep, I did tell you guys I was looking for." I'm like, "Damn it again, Jim!" Over leveraged trader. Missed you guys stream today as I was locked in on my own accord. That's good. Good for you, bud. Make your money. Lock in. That's important. Also, these streams exist when we're not on them too, live. So you can just go back and watch them. I watch a lot of stuff like that.
How often do you? I've never watched like replay. So I would want a KMS.
I watch at least 2 of them.
I can't stand watching myself or listening to myself. I just have to know that it exists. I don't want to hear it.
I remember when we first started doing the podcast, you did not want to monitor.
So
it's like,
so cringe.
how are you guys recording without hearing what your own voice sounds like?
I don't want to hear it. But now I have one, thanks to you.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Real time, it's fine, but I just don't want to listen to myself.
I find it to be the best trader view that I've ever had. Number one, because I don't have to do anything to make it. It just is there already. So all I have to do is watch it. I can usually be sitting on my couch. Yeah, it's great. Yeah, it's just going to sit here, huh?
I mean, got a couple of good trades. I got this one from the 86s, took it off here, and then picked off this little short there down to here. So I made a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of the best opportunities since the stream started. And the 80
Yeah,
point range.
you bought this 80s ad, right?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I bought this 80s here. I think I got like 10 off and then got 30 and then sold it up here. I sold once and then I just took myself out for nothing, like almost scratch. And
oh,
then,
wow. Czar Trader, Leo, says, when are you guys going to start a podcast? We all will love that.
Oh,
boy, do I have some
funny
good
you
news
should
for
ask.
you, my friend.
We announced the return of Painting the Tape today, being recorded tonight, the first episode of season 2.
Yep. And that also means there is an entire season 1 that you can just go listen to right now. It's me, Leo, and another gentleman whose name is AJ, who's also a good trader in his own right. At least he used to be. I haven't been able to vouch for his performance recently.
No, AJ won't be. He's not going to be participating as a main panelist. Stowe, did you engineer? Josh,
did.
what do you mean?
That's
no. AJ did not get casted. So just to make that clear, no AJ. It will be Leo, Stowe, XY, and Nick.
Yep, that'll be the core.
We'll probably have AJ on. We'll have AJ on
if he wants to
talk shop.
I'll have him on there just to make jokes. He knows that. We're not too busy for him. He's too busy for us is the problem. That's it, Chad. If you want
Sir VWAP, I'm glad you approve. What's the name? It's called Painting the Tape.
Yep.
When are you going to get that Trader Kane guy on? Never. Who's that? Who's Kane? I sent somebody I sent somebody that's in the NinjaTrader ecosystem a DM today because he had some interesting things. I wanted to talk to him,
Okay.
And I was like, hey, you're open to some collaboration type of work? And he was like, yeah, what do you mean? Like, what do you want kind of thing? And I was like, oh, well, you have this thing and it'd be interesting, to help. Like, I would love to use it. And, on the NinjaTrader live streams, he's like, what's that? Like, you haven't heard of NinjaTrader Live? like you're part of the ecosystem.
That's funny.
And he definitely was just like totally space cadet. And I'm like, all right, well.
That's awesome. It's weird the amount of things that people don't know. Do I have a link for the podcast? You just got to go to Spotify
Search
or
Painting the
Apple
Tape.
And just type in Painting the Tape and it will pop up. Also, everybody, there are curse words in season 1.
Oh, yeah. Explicit warning.
It says explicit content on there for a reason. We do curse. I will dial it back for season 2. Now, Cooper, it's not on YouTube anymore. We wanted to clean that up and present it in a better way than YouTube was letting us. So this is where you can see us on YouTube, NinjaTrader. And then you'll be able to find the podcast in other places. It's just audio anyway, so we don't do a video podcast. You guys see enough of all of our faces on this thing, so you got to get into the theater of the mind is what they call it, Leo. Did you know that?
Theater of the Mind?
Theater of the Mind, radio. Talk radio, theater of the mind.
What is that, like a book?
No, it's just a term for talk radio and radio shows.
You'll have to teach me.
Well, I made you do it for 13 episodes already. You've done it. You've already done the theater of the mind.
Just talk.
Yeah, you talk
That's
and
the theater
describe
of the
things.
mind?
Yeah, and then when people listen to it, they use their brains to picture what someone is saying. So, theater of the mind.
All right, Kane. I'll see you on the podcast.
That sounds good. Kane, you're welcome anytime, homie. You know that. Another great, nice reference, John. Yes, Prairie Home Companion. Great show.
Attention traders, it's algo time.
It's time.
It's time. Will it do anything? Nope.
It'll not.
Nope. Sure didn't.
Maybe it'll run a little into the close.
It used to be a thing, right? Like, I don't know. I feel
Yeah,
like
it's just it's summertime. I mean, the summertime's not over yet.
What are you, Jazzy Jeff or the Fresh Prince right now? Summer, summer, summertime. No?
300 likes, chat. And if no 300 likes, we don't do a Play and Say podcast, period. Just bump up the numbers. 23 of you have to like it. Sorry.
Only 23.
That's just, I don't make the rules. That's just how it works. That's just how it works. We will release an episode of Pure Silence. Exactly. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I wonder if they would even publish it.
There is a band that was protesting the amount of money that Spotify gives to streamers and musicians that don't have predetermined record deals with Spotify. So basically, if you're not on a major label, you get a really crummy rate for your streams on Spotify. So a band had a really good idea to release an entire album that was silence, and they had their fans just put it on 24/7 in the background, and they made a ton of money on Spotify.
Oh, snap.
So much so that Spotify changed a lot of rules about what you are allowed to upload and what constitutes an album, what constitutes a song, what constitutes all those things. So it was a pretty cool scam and a cool publicity thing too.
Yeah, that is cool.
I wish I had thought of that.
Yeah.
There's
more
also
likes.
this whole
300. There we go.
There's a whole world of people on Spotify that just record the sound of fans for people to fall asleep to, like box fans. You can just go listen to a box fan,
like white noise
for 8 hours. Yeah.
I've done that before to fall asleep.
Yep.
Legit. But now we have a white noise machine in the bedroom because of the baby.
Yep.
And a shusher. She loves the shusher. You know what a shusher? It's like a handheld thing. It just goes shh.
Oh yes. Very familiar.
Yeah.
I did not like the white noise machine.
I can't stand it
for me. I hear stuff in it is the problem. Like I'll make up a sound. Like I'll feel like a song.
Like there's a second sound in there.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if that means I'm insane. It is possible, but that's why I don't like it, is because I feel like I'm hearing something in there. It's not actually there.
No, we don't have a snoo.
A snoo is more of like a first kid ticket item, you know?
Yeah, this is baby number 2.
By the time you get to baby number 2, it's like, At least that's what my sister tells me as a middle kid.
7 minutes until we find out if Jim's prediction comes true or false. I only like white noise when I can't fall asleep. Otherwise, I find it annoying.
Okay. My playlist has been all Lucero today. It's skipping through every other chill country vibe, and it's just been a rock and roll party. Yeah, we're just gonna close right here, huh? Okay.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Forgotten Trader says, can Stowe stay silent? Seems like a bit of a dig.
That was kind of rude, huh?
Oh, this is a little rude.
Is Powell going to dump on the tap tomorrow? Only the shadow knows. What if he says something super hawkish, but the market doesn't care because he's basically lame duck right now? Do you think it matters what he says tomorrow?
I don't know. I mean, the market's probably going to wiggle around a bit as, they interpret, whatever questions he gets asked. But
Tracy,
no.
do you think it matters what he says tomorrow? I'm curious because you're the macro expert.
Yep. Tracy knows for sure. I mean, I don't even know what they're looking to hear. I saw a DCP post something. I was going to go read it later. He's one of the few people I'll look at for any sort of macro take because I like how he approaches stuff. Him and Brent Donnelly. And that other guy that I like, who I always forget his name, but he's been on this show a bunch of times, and he's really irreverent towards authority, which I appreciate a lot. Yeah, I guess if Powell went up there and quit, that would probably move the market, but I don't foresee that happening.
He has too much respect for the
he's not a
institution.
villain. He's not. I don't think it's really about himself, or at least it's never appeared to be.
He's a big fish guy, right?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Deadhead.
Deadhead, I can understand. I can't do the fish, dude. Can't do it. I've tried. Actually, seeing the Grateful Dead was the only time that I've ever in my actual life experienced contact high. Before that, I thought it was a myth.
Wait, where?
At Madison Square Garden, I saw the Grateful Dead.
Yeah.
And everyone in that building had a contact high.
Yeah.
Everybody that worked there, it was crazy. It was one of the weirdest experiences of my life. Goose egg. This 210, 214 guy is gonna get he's gonna get his
Stowe,
wish. Yes.
How are the trading cards coming along?
Oh yeah. I mean, they're fine. I ran into a bunch of problems creating it because there's only so many things you can use in the public domain with these folks without getting proper licensing. So I made a couple of the cards with the public domain provided photos that the government allows anyone to use from the website. Unfortunately, none of those are very good. So I didn't really get that many of the fringe Fed people that I would have wanted. I mean, you can get the JPAL one going. Of course, I mean, you can get the big players for sure, but
it's J. Hayden Powell.
Jim, I did sell it to help you, but
we still have a minute 35 left. We're not.
I mean, yeah, we're here. We're watching.
Guys, we can't leave until ES takes out that low. We could be here all the way through Globex.
We used to have a likes requirement. We've switched now to price requirement.
Now it's about price? Oh, no, this is not fair.
All right, there we go. 84 print. Oh, man. Oh, well, like the man said.
It's not going to happen.
Sometimes you're the windshield. Sometimes
you're the bug.
Sometimes you're the bug. Yep, that's correct. That's right.
Oh, my God. So, what are you gonna do with this open trade? Keep it overnight?
No, I'm just going to close it now.
Yeah.
I assume. I just want to hold it through the close. But no, I don't swing anything, Jim. If I really loved something that much, I would just like put it back on again when the market opens up, but I don't. I don't like to have something on overnight.
I hear you, man.
Occasionally I've put on like I've switched and put like a micro on and just let it float around, but I don't know. I'm not really looking for what's going to happen overnight with this symposium tomorrow. It's very like, ooh, symposium. That's how I feel when I'm saying symposium.
So highfalutin against this symposium.
Symposium. It's a conference. It's a conference. It's ski lodge. That's what it is.
We should have a NinjaTrader symposium somewhere central United States.
Oh my gosh, that would be the best troll to Stowe. Is to have
awesome.
a NinjaTrader symposium. And he can't come because it's a symposium and he doesn't like symposiums.
Oh, I'll be
That
there
would
at
be-
the symposium.
That would be the best.
It just sounds like that Joe Dirt thing. It's like you can't church it up. It's dirt. Yeah, it's a conference.
And now I did troll Austin Goolsbee a little bit online.
Ooh,
You
Jim
did.
does a little trolling.
Well,
Okay.
Oh.
He was bragging about, I've seen all 50 states now, and I saved the best for last. I'm in North Dakota. And he had a picture and all that stuff. And so I thought, well, if it's the best, then why not move the symposium from Jackson Hole to Fargo?
Mm.
He didn't respond.
That's actually pretty wicked.
Yeah,
We
that's
could-
pretty good.
Didn't respond. I don't know why. But in any event, excuse me.
Oh, Deli says it's confirmed. NinjaTrader Symposium confirmed.
Oh, sweet.
Yes. And Stowe can't come, right, Deli? That's the ticket.
I was told I'm allowed to attend.
No, Stowe's
all
coming
the
no matter what.
Stowe can only watch from the outside. That would be hilarious.
The co-
Stowe,
the code
Stowe, I'll
name.
snuggle you in my luggage, man. You're in.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Jim. I know Jim's got my back.
Anyway, I do feel though, one last thing I wanted to say. I feel like I'm letting down some of the younger traders, particularly Leo.
I'm 40.
No, it doesn't matter. There's 3 all-time great movies, and everything else is way below that. You've got Gone with the Wind, you've got The Godfather, and you got This Is Spinal Tap.
Ah, I knew Jim
Really?
was gonna be a fan. Yep. Yeah. Sick. Yep. That
Dude.
makes sense.
They had an app that goes to 11.
Yeah, Leo, you should watch it. I mean,
Okay,
it's old.
okay,
It's
Chat.
dated, but you
Cancel
should
the
watch it.
podcast. I'm going to watch the movie tonight.
Now,
These
it might
guys
be
are
that
11.
we're really young and thought it was funny, and it might not be now, but I thought it was hilarious.
Dude, I used to watch that movie every day after school. I would literally watch it every day. I loved that movie. I loved comedy. I love comedy, but like, and all of Christopher Guest stuff. But yeah, it's incredible, dude.
Goodness. Well, in all seriousness, guys, thank you for today. You were awesome as usual. All
Thank
week,
you.
actually. Appreciate you guys being part of NinjaTrader Live for sure. Tomorrow is Capital Preservation Friday. We all know that we do have Jerome J. Hayden Powell talking tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So things could happen. It's going to be a unique Friday. We have me and Pax to start things off. Stowe, you're back tomorrow morning trading the open side by side with Christian, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. And then XYZ is going to come in midday markets and trade as well. And it's that trend right there, man. That's where the rubber meets the road tomorrow.
Yep, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Maybe we'll get my lows tomorrow. I don't know. Find out. So in any event, appreciate everybody in the chat being here. You guys are awesome as usual. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the subscriptions. Really appreciate that. Thank you for being part of this awesome community. Special shout out to Leo and Stowe for being awesome this afternoon. Thank you guys for being here. And that's it, man. Most important message coming up right now. Please be safe out there. Be good to each other. See you tomorrow.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, chat.